All right, guys, so we got to talk about what Trump and company is calling another witch hunt on him, which I honestly believe, because they are trying to break the man, okay, on all fronts. From a criminal front, they're trying to throw him in jail, hence the whole January 6th committee and the investigation from the FBI / Department of Justice / Biden administration on the alleged classified documents that he took to Mar-a-Lago, right? So they're trying to get him on a criminal front. They're trying to potentially throw him in jail to keep him from running for president, even though he technically could run for president even if he was in jail. And they're also trying to break him financially. And today we're going to talk about the financial front, which is being led by New York Attorney General Letitia James, who has come out today to announce that she is suing Trump in a civil lawsuit. Okay, she's not bringing criminal charges, but she's issuing a civil lawsuit against Trump over alleged fraud allegations. They're basically accusing Trump of overvaluing his assets to obtain favorable financial status, to secure more loans, capital, and to pay less taxes. Now, this investigation has allegedly been going on for some years now, but it seems like Letitia James, even before she was elected, she already knew in her mind, right, before she was able to actually conduct an investigation, that somehow, some way, President Trump must have been guilty.
And what would you say to people who say, oh, I'm not going to bother to register to vote because my voice doesn't make a difference, or I'm just one person?
I say one name, Donald Trump. That should motivate you. Get off your ass and vote.
Will you sue him for us?
Oh, we're going to definitely sue him. We're going to be a real pain in the ass. He's going to know my name personally.
I love it. He probably does already.
He built his wealth off the backs of New Yorkers.
We need to focus on Donald Trump and his abuses. We need to follow his money. We need to find out where he's laundered money. All of those transactions have happened here in New York City. Tell this president and every other individual that no one is above the law.
About, again, going after Donald Trump, this illegitimate governor president.
Running for Attorney General because I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president when our fundamental rights are at stake. A legal system where even the most powerful in the country cannot use a loophole to evade justice. We must do our job to ensure that the man currently occupying the Oval Office is held accountable to any and everything he has done.
Yeah, so what we have here, guys, is an election conspiracy theorist who is the Attorney General of New York City. She made false election claims that Trump was an illegitimate president, which is false, right? Trump won the 2016 election because according to the Democrats, every election is 100% free and fair. Okay, every election is 100% free and fair. She should probably be banned from social media for making that claim. But again, you have a failing attorney general who's failing on crime, right? The people really don't like her all that much because she dropped out of the governor's race, and she's also losing now to the GOP candidate for attorney general. A poll showed that the GOP candidate was actually ahead, and now she's doing this about 50 or so days from the midterms, okay? From potentially losing her job, she is suing Trump over fraud allegations. Again, her whole campaign, she was a single issue attorney general candidate. She simply wanted to prosecute Trump, right? Okay, to try to financially break Trump. That's all she wanted. And you see the result of that. New York, a state that is now crime-ridden, particularly in big liberal cities like New York City. So with that being said, I want to talk about this. But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel and you want to support my channel, you can check out my merch, my donkeypox shirts, the disease that is affecting America, or my hashtag no days off / hard work patriotic t-shirts, or my MAGA Hub shirts. There's plenty of cool merch for you guys to check out at my website, gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off using discount code gforemanbcp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the clip of the mainstream liberal media's reaction to this devastating civil lawsuit from desperate New York Attorney General Letitia James.
So, Norm, let me start with you. James clearly thinks there are criminal violations here, possibly federal crimes. And so why go this route with a civil suit?
Well, Anna, she has the power to do the civil suit. This is what is within her legal authority. She has very constrained criminal authority that wouldn't reach here. And the civil suit is devastating. I mean, these are allegations, and we have to emphasize it's just allegations. This case has not yet been tried to a judge and jury. But these are allegations of a staggering fraud that spread over many years, of putting out false financial statements that resulted in allegedly misleading banks and lenders. It's very serious conduct. I think in its own way, it may be as or more serious than some of the pending criminal cases, because this erodes Donald Trump's financial base, his reputation, his kids are involved. This is a devastating blow.
Yeah, devastating blow. How long had they been saying it about Trump? Okay, ever since the Russia collusion hoax, they've been saying that, right? But they haven't got him on anything yet. So, again, this is their attempt to break Trump financially. Let's read about it. The New York Attorney General's office has filed a lawsuit against former President Donald Trump and several of his family members, as well as associates and businesses, alleging, quote, numerous acts of fraud and misrepresentation regarding financial statements. Attorney General Letitia James said at a news conference Wednesday morning after the complaint was filed in New York Supreme Court that Trump, quote, inflated his net worth by billions of dollars and that his children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, helped them. Mr. Trump and the Trump Organization repeatedly and persistently manipulated the value of assets to induce banks to lend money to the Trump Organization on more favorable terms than would otherwise have been available to the company, James said. Quote, to pay lower taxes, to satisfy continuing loan agreements, and to induce insurance companies to provide insurance coverage for higher limits and at lower premiums. Jones said that over the course of her office's investigation, they interviewed 65 witnesses and reviewed millions of documents. She said the evidence showed that Trump submitted more than 200 false and misleading asset evaluations. The misrepresentations include stating that Trump had cash on hand he did not have and ignoring restrictions that would impact property values, James said. Quote, claiming you have money that you do not have does not amount to the art of the deal. It's the art of the steal, James said, referencing the title of Trump's 1987 book. The Attorney General said she believes the allegations also support state and federal criminal laws and that her office is making a referral to the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and the IRS. The SDNY U.S. Attorney General declined to comment on the matter. Again, so if she believed that there are state criminal laws, why does she bring a criminal investigation or a criminal referral or criminal charges or criminal? Why don't she bring a criminal charge against him, right? Why don't she do that if it's criminal? Again, these Democrats, they love to boohoo, whine, and complain about political stunts that allegedly being done by the Texas governor and Ron DeSantis, right, when it comes to immigration. But they are the king of political stunts. Because just like Russiagate, just like January 6th, this is just another political stunt from the Democrats. James said the investigation only began after former Trump attorney Michael Cohen told Congress that Trump made misrepresentations in statements to financial institutions. Trump attorney Alina Habba pushed back against the allegations against the former president. Quote, today's filing is neither focused on the facts nor the law. Rather, it is focused solely on advancing the Attorney General's political agenda. Habba said in a statement, quote, it is abundantly clear that the Attorney General's office has exceeded its statutory authority by prying into transactions where absolutely no wrongdoing has taken place. We're confident that our judicial system will not stand for this unchecked abuse of authority, and we look forward to defending our client against each and every one of the Attorney General's meritless claims. Yeah, so basically, this is a political witch hunt. This is her trying to bolster her campaign before the midterms, okay? Because remember, she ran on this. She ran on this idea that I'm going to financially bankrupt Trump. So this is her following through, coincidentally, right before the midterms. Again, if people can't see what's going on here, I really don't know what to tell you. James said that through the lawsuit, her office is requesting that the New York Supreme Court permanently bar Trump and his children from serving as officers for any New York corporation and bar Trump and the Trump Organization from participating in New York's commercial real estate acquisitions or applying for loans in the state for 5 years. So basically, yeah, we're trying to bankrupt the guy because, I mean, his whole organization is built off of real estate. So we're going to basically ban him from participating in the real estate market. Therefore, yeah, I just want to bankrupt his companies, right? I want to financially break him. James said that as far as a possible settlement of the case is concerned, her office doors are open. Okay, so Trump has spoken out about this, and he is actually calling Letitia James racist in response to this civil suit, which I find to be absolutely hilarious. Trump calls the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, Peekaboo James, and revives claims that she is racist after she sued him for fraud. Former President Donald Trump claimed yet again the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, is racist, blasted her crime-fighting abilities, and called her peekaboo in an angry rant on Truth Social after she filed a fraud lawsuit against him, his business, and his 3 eldest children. Quote, another witch hunt by racist Attorney General Letitia James, who failed in her run for governor, getting almost zero support from the public, and now is doing poorly against Law and Order AG candidate, highly respected Michael Henry, he wrote. Dubbing her, quote, Attorney General Letitia Peekaboo James, Trump said she is a total crime-fighting disaster who is spending time fighting for very powerful and well-represented banks and insurance companies who were fully paid, made a lot of money, and never had a complaint about me. James said Trump falsely inflated his net worth by billions of dollars to further enrich himself and cheat the system. Yeah, so Trump is calling her racist, which in my opinion, hey, in 2022, according to Democrats, this is supposed to be fair game. Because imagine if the roles were reversed. If a white man was going after a black woman, right? He made his whole career based off of trying to financially bankrupt a black woman. We all know what the response would be from the woke revolutionaries. They would say that that white man is racist, evidenced by them saying that Jeff Bezos was targeting a black woman by him rightly correcting the woke professor for wishing an agonizing death on Queen Elizabeth. Okay, they said that Jeff Bezos was racist and that he was doing that simply to put a black woman in her place. So again, Trump's claims of racism here, hey, I think it's fair game. Who knows? Maybe she could be racist against white men. I don't know. The left said it's fair to speculate on this stuff. Ain't that's how it's supposed to work? Right? But in all seriousness, do I know if Trump actually did this? No, I don't. I have no clue. But what I do know is just based off the timing here of this, like the January 6 hearings, like the FBI DOJ raid, the timing of this is just too good for the midterms for me to think that this is anything outside of just another political witch hunt from the Democrats in order to either bolster themselves as individual candidates or to bolster the party's chances in the midterm overall. It's very obvious what's going on here. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.